Hello friends, today I would like to share with you some experience from my MBA presentations from which you could learn how to present and how not to present. The three specific instances of presentations which I will share with you, how I shared those presentations and what was the result. And through this you will understand why you need to be prepared before giving every presentation, particularly the first 2 points which I shared with you with regards to public speaking. That is, know your audience. And second, what is the objective that you want to achieve at the end of the presentation? So here it goes. The first presentation, I believe, was for the subject operations research. This was 2009 and I was in my second year of MBA. We prepared the slides. It was a group project. All the students prepared the slide. I was the chief one in the sense that I was the one who took charge of the entire group and I prepared the slides. I put down all the bullet points. But while delivering the presentation, when I went there to speak, all I could do was just read from the bullet points. And I didn't know what I was speaking. When the questioner, when the people and the sir asked me questions, I was not able to answer it. I was truly dumbfounded. I didn't know what to say. Afterwards, we did a role play, and in that role play, I forgot my dialogues. Other people also forgot their dialogues because we prepared the presentation in a very haphazard manner. Finally, the sir had to stop our presentation and take over, and he began explaining to the class what we were trying to explain. Of course, he explained very well. And through this experience, what we came to know was that always prepare. At the end of the presentation, all of us were crestfallen. We didn't know what to do. It's like we didn't want to show our faces to all our friends who were sitting there as audience and watching us. I think at that time, I think during that day, we betrayed them. This was the first presentation. Now comes the second presentation. This was a valedictory speech which I had to give for a guest lecturer who had come to our college to deliver a presentation on brand management. Because I had given earlier speeches in my college about thanking people and other valedictory speeches, they thought that I would be the best candidate to deliver this speech to. So, after the lecture was done and I was called, I gave the speech. Initially, everything was fine. But later, I began stammering. Words were just not coming out of my mouth. I don't know why. The reason being, as a child, I used to stammer a lot. Even until recently, I used to stammer a lot. So 10 years ago, stammering was a part of me. Not that it was ingrained completely, but the thing is, at crucial moments, it just flared up. And I couldn't do much about it. Again, I felt the need to prepare even more because at that time I did not prepare. I again felt that I did not give my best. I felt embarrassed. But as with all things, I shook myself up and then I went on with life. That's how things happen when you present too much and too often without enough preparation. The third thing, the third presentation which I shared was for the subject strategic management. Now, for this, I did very little preparation just before the presentation, but nevertheless, I had a story to tell. I had anecdotes from my own life too. And so, when I presented the concept and shared the story, people remembered that. And the audience, a few members from the audience, that means my classmates, they came to me and they told me that your part where you presented was the best. The reason being, I feel I told a story. I use a lot of anecdotes and experiences from my own life, and this way I was able to impact and influence the audience. They remember only me at the end of the presentation, not anyone else. So, this goes on to show that preparation is vital for any presentation. And secondly, if you can add story and your personal experience, then your presentation will be at a completely different level. You will have set yourself apart from others and your presentations would be memorable. Thank you so much for listening to me. This was my story. Please give me feedback. Thanks a lot. Bye.